Budgeting. What is it? How was it done? What do you do when you only have a limited amount of money in life, but unlimited wants and goals? Well, it's easy. You deal with it, and you lose some of those goals. I'm Mr. Thompson, and this is Cedric the Skull, and you're watching Low Budget Economics. It's low budget, we still have no budget. It's low budget economics with Cedric the Skull. On today's episode of Low Budget Economics, we're looking at budgets, specifically your budget. In your future, you will have a career with limited income, or you are currently working a career with limited income. Either way, it'll be important for you to understand how to create and stick to a budget plan. By doing so, you not only need to know how much you're going to be making, but how much you're going to be spending. To help demonstrate this, let's go to the board. To show you good budgeting principles, I will use my actual income statement that I receive every month to show you what I have left after factoring out all the things I need to spend money on and all the things I have left over to put up for, say, retirement. Or, in this case, let's say I wanted to pay cash for a $100,000 house. It's not much, but it's a start, especially for someone like me. So, let's calculate my income, gross and net, factor in all the other little things, and at the end of it, how much I can save every month to reach this goal of $100,000. To begin, I have my actual income statement right here, and we're going to start with what's called the gross income. Gross is the amount of money you receive before taxes or anything else is taken out. So, as a teacher who works for about $34,000 a year, not including any bonuses or raises I might get, I make $2,891.17 a month. Now, of course, first thing that comes out of that would be taxes. I've got my tax statement right here, so let's see, 176 for FICA, 41 for Medicare, 221 for federal tax withholding, 88 for state withholding, health insurance, life insurance, dental, vision, Medicare, that's an important expense. I'm going to grab a calculator. One second. All right, I did the math, and the total amount I pay in taxes every month is $761.09. So we will subtract that, and we are left with $2,130.08 after taxes. Now, of course, it's not just taxes you have to pay every month. Life has many expenses, the number one being rent. And my rent is $450 a month. The second biggest one for me as a college graduate is, of course, student loans, which are about $571 currently. Luckily, because of certain current world events, part of my loans were put on forbearance, so I don't have to pay them, but I still have to pay $600 a month for those. Of course, then you have other standard home expenses, such as internet, which I pay about $50 for, and then electricity, which is another $50, then $30 for house and lawn care. Oh, and then, of course, how could I forget, $60 for water. It's actually $62, but we'll round it down for $60 for this. It doesn't matter too much. Let's see. Oh, right, groceries. You can't live without food. I mean, come on now. And it's for an entire month's worth of food for one person, it actually comes around $200. Once you do your own shopping, it's surprisingly high. Oh, car insurance. Can't forget car insurance. Luckily, I switched to Geico, and I did actually save 15% or more. So, you know, the Lizard's got a point. So, say 65 for that. And I'm rounding kind of down here. Most of these numbers are more. But for the sake of best possible scenario, we're going to use these lower numbers. Right? Let's see, what else do we have to take off the old monthly income? You know, I think there might be a few more, but let's just go with this for now. Oh, okay, so let's crunch some numbers. I got my calculator here, and I'll get right back to you. Okay, so the numbers are in, and the amount I have left at the end of the month is $654. All right then, so let's see then how many years I'm going to have to work to be able to afford that $100,000 house with no loans or mortgage. So let's just do a little bit more math here. So it's 100,000 divided by 654. All right, so the numbers are in, and I'm going to have to work for 154 months. Divide that by 12, and I get 13 years. So, if I work for 13 years and not spend a single extra penny on anything, and assuming my rent, insurance rates, and nothing else goes up, I will be able to afford probably the cheapest home in a trailer park on the far end of town in about 13 years. So by the time I'm almost 40. And that's just an example of how you can use budget to determine your long-term career prospects. Well, there you have it, folks. Budgeting. Sometimes budgeting is all about realizing that money is a limited thing, and there's a lot you have to spend for, especially if you have dependents or children. And sometimes dreams must remain dreams for the time being. I'm Mr. Thompson. This is Cedric. I'll see you next time. It's low budget. We still have no budget. It's low budget economics with Cedric the Skull.